What's up, everybody? David Yang here again with Home Sellers. I want to thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Real Talk, where I talk about real estate. Now, before we get into the video, if you do me a big favor by smashing that thumbs up button below and sharing this video, hopefully the information here can help somebody else out as well. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about mortgage interest rates, okay, and specifically what's going on with them. So as you notice, interest rates are going up, okay? So why are mortgage interest rates going up? Because recently the Fed has increased their federal funds rate, okay, which is not tied directly to the mortgage interest rates, but they do influence each other, okay? So usually when the Fed raises their federal funds rate, the mortgage rates increase as well, usually pretty quickly, all right? So that's why we see such a high jump in the mortgage interest rates right now. If you look back to around January of this year, mortgage interest rates were hovering right around 3%, but as of today, you know, I've seen some that are around 5%, okay? So a 2% increase in mortgage interest rates. Now, people are asking me, well, 2%, that doesn't sound like much. So take, for example, if you were looking to buy a house using a loan, and back in January, if you bought a house for around $250,000 here in Minnesota with roughly around 3% interest, you're looking at about a $1,500 monthly mortgage payment. But if you bought the same house today, $250,000 at 5%, then your mortgage payment would be $1,800 a month. So a $300 increase. So what does that mean for you as a buyer if you're out there looking to purchase a home? Well, your mortgage is going to be a little bit more expensive. But that's not all bad news, okay? So the competition should loosen up. That should eliminate a lot of buyers from the home search process because a lot of them can't afford that new bump. So if you were having trouble finding a home these past few years or this past few months, okay, now might be a good time to start your home search again. I know that it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but it might be a little bit easier to find the home since there's not so much competition out there. Now, I'm not saying there's not going to be any competition, all right? The housing market is still super hot right now, but if you're thinking about purchasing a home, if you have a need to purchase a home, go out and do it right now. So that way you can lock in these rates because the Federal Reserve is thinking about raising interest rates again. So we might see it even go even higher. We don't know, all right? But what we do know is lock it in. I don't have a client that I know of that I've helped these past 5 to 6 years that bought a house that said they wish they would have waited, all right? If anything, they said they wish they would have bought sooner. They would have locked in sooner. So if you have a need to buy, if you're ready to buy, if you're able to afford the mortgage payments, then go out and find a house to buy or a property to buy, even if you're an investor, okay? So if you have any questions about interest rates, what's going on with them, how it's going to affect you, go ahead and leave a comment in the section below. If not, I will see you guys next week on the next episode of Real Talk.